Hey there, today we wanted to come on and tell you about this super cool toy. It is a STEM kit as far as it comes as pieces for your child to put together, and then it's an actual working robot. So let's get started with some of those questions to hopefully help you with your buying decisions. I will add that today's review, I am just specifically discussing the robot and the remote. We have not downloaded the app and tried to use it with the app. We just simply are using it as a robot with the remote, so I won't be including information regarding the app, so you'll have to check that out yourself as far as whether that works or not, but I am just sharing about the robot and using it with the remote. So your first question might be, how many pieces does it come with? So this project does come with 468 pieces, and you might be curious what ages it's recommended for. So as you can see in the description, it is recommended for ages 8 to 16. So while the suggested age range is 8 to 16, you definitely could be older than that if you want to, but you probably want to stick to that 8-year-old range because there are smaller pieces involved, especially these little pieces that go into these holes. And so the 8 range is just, to be sure that those little pieces don't get in little hands. So that is the suggested age range for this project.
We just wanted to pop in for 1 second and mention that if you are enjoying this review and you are interested in purchasing it or something similar to it, we'd love for you to use our affiliate link located in the description box. Might be down here, might be over here or here, or wherever YouTube has it today. But we'd love for you to use that link. It won't cost you anything extra, but it definitely helps our YouTube channel and our business. So thanks so much. Back to the review.
Some people are curious how long it takes to build. Of course, this is probably going to depend on your child's age and their experience with building toys such as this. So my son has really done a lot of Legos, so he is able to work independently. He is 9 years old and he was able to build this on his own. And I would say it took less than 2 hours. I wasn't sitting necessarily like right with the clock timing him, but definitely it was a pretty quick process and I did not help him at all. And like I said, he was able to pretty much do it on his own. I think he did have his older brother help him with the stickers, but that was the only part. As far as building it, he was able to build it on his own. And then of course, playing with it is pretty straightforward when you're using the remote. And so he was able to do that on his own as well. So I did turn my light off for a minute so that you could see one of the cool features of this robot, and that is his glowing eyes. We really love that aspect. So if you wanted to use him in a dark room, you would see his little eyes light up as you move him around. But that is one of the features. Another question that people have is, does it require batteries? So because he does have those light up eyes that I just showed you, he does have a switch right here. And as you can see, there is a little light to indicate that you've got him on. And that on off switch does mean that he requires a battery. But the good news is that that is a rechargeable battery that comes with the robot. And on the other side is a port where you can plug in and charge him up. Now, I will say that the remote itself does require batteries, and you can see right here, again, you have the on off switch. And you do have to unscrew the back of this to get the batteries inside the remote part. So that would be the only battery that you would need to possibly replace, is the battery in the remote. But the battery in the robot comes and it is rechargeable. So as you can see on the remote here, you have the option to go forward and backward and left and right. And my son was telling me that it's very similar with the tracks that the robot has. If you think about like a tank and the way that a tank can move, you can see in this video him moving the robot. So he can definitely turn in a 360-degree circle, but he also, utilizing the different buttons on the remote, you can move him forward, backwards, right, and left. So we hope this helped you answer some of the questions that you have about this robot. We think it's super cute. It would be a great gift for any kid that's really interested in STEM or any kid that loves to build things. I love that it is, that not just you build it and then sit it on a shelf, that it becomes a toy once you build it. Because a lot of the projects that kids build, that's all you can really do with it is just, put it on a shelf and look at it, which the building process is a lot of the learning process anyway. But this is a great toy in the sense of they can continue to play with it and it becomes a toy and a STEM building project at the same time. So we hope this helped you, and happy shopping.